outside. The very first snow of the year. Good morning, sister. You're so sweet. Good morning. Well, this is our typical morning routine. I'll do chores quietly around the house until Wyatt wakes up, and then we get all bundled up and grab the compost bucket and fill up the feed bin, and we head out to the chickens. I like my family to eat a very healthy diet of all organic food with no silly ingredients like forever oils or natural flavoring. If I buy something processed, I only want real ingredients in there. So the leftover food scraps that we give to the chickens or add to the compost for the garden needs to be organic, real food as well. We eat the eggs they produce and we'll eventually eat the chickens, and then also the food we grow in the garden will be fertilized by the chicken poo and the compost we add. So it's important to me that nothing yucky goes into our chickens or our garden soil. But Wyatt probably won't be able to come with me anymore out to the chickens because it's supposed to get pretty cold soon. And I need to carry a bucket of fresh water out there with me because the water they have will have frozen overnight. Hey guys. Here, bud. You guys aren't so antsy to get out, huh? Just the three of you? Youngsters? Okay, come on, Wyatt, let's go out. Eat breakfast. The old gals are the last ones to come out. They're still on the perch. Oh, hey, look at that. Good job, Dad. Food is calling. Well, looks like we need to kind of insulate the chicken coop a bit. We'll put probably straw in there and close up the bottom, so because the bottom is open right now so that the poo can just fall through. And we'll close that up so that it's less airflow in there. Kraig has boards that he'll put on the bottom, and then we'll put straw on the bottom of that as well, and then we'll just have to clean it out more frequently. But we'll need to do that for them. And then they're actually just, well, something was getting at our chickens, so I made this little pen around the coop that leads into the garden. There's space cut for them so they can go into the garden, and they've just got free range in here. I think what we need to do is build a shelter for them in the actual garden, because Kraig thinks that they'll just be in the chicken coop all day like like our three girls were last year when it was cold and snowy. But chickens still like to be outside. That's mostly where they sleep. Chickens still like to be outside during the day, and so if I can make them a little shelter in the garden, I'm pretty sure they'll use it during the day and use their coop at night. What a lovely morning. This guy's 28 pounds. Almost too heavy to carry out to the chicken pen every morning. Here, heavy boy. Back in the house, I'll get Wyatt all undressed, I'll feed Claire and get her all set up and comfy, and then turn on some music. My fall music go-tos are usually Frank Sinatra, Michael Bublé, Andrea Bocelli. These guys just sound like the pretty autumn weather to me. Today I'm making a chorizo, egg, and onion scramble to go in tortillas as sort of a breakfast burrito. I also usually put some Christmas lights up around the house because I was just talking to my sister Chelsea about this. I feel like once daylight savings time hits and it's dark when you wake up and dark really early in the evenings, well, why not make the house a bit more cozy and warm? some mango peach salsa and sour cream on top, and Wyatt seems to like it. He ended up eating most of his. We've been teaching Wyatt how to pray before our meals. We started holding his hands while we pray because sometimes it's just too hard to focus on praying when there's yummy food in front of you. He'll scrunch his eyes for a few seconds and then start eating before we're done. This guy loves all food, except for potatoes, I'm noticing. I've taken over the chickens lately because Kraig has some extra chores he's needing to do, and he comes in cold and exhausted most days. So this is something I can do to make his day just a little bit easier. He does close them up at night still because he doesn't want me going out in the dark, which I'm okay with, when there are grizzly bears trying to fatten up before winter. So I'm all for him going out instead of me. Well, Wyatt has been able to play on the back porch all summer because we blocked off the ends of the porch with like dog kennel panels, so he can ride his bike out there, and we made a sandbox for him. I usually put cider out there with him. It started out with dirt and sticks, but he stuck the hose in there and it turned into a mud pit, and he did not like that very much. So we switched it out to sand, and he's got cars and sand toys out there, but now there's snow. He wanted to go out, so I let him, but he didn't actually stay out there very long because snow is very cold. He just found out. It snowed all day long and then into the night as well. Having a late lunch, and I think it is time for this girl to take a nap. You take a nap, girl? Huh, sweet bottom? Oh, hello, darling. You have a good nap? You sleep good? Good. You wanna get up? Okay. Come on, bud. Oh boy. Oh. There we go. So during the kids' nap and then after their nap, I'm doing chores. Wyatt is usually playing around the house. I've made him Play-Doh that he really likes to play with. But usually he's just like laying around, following me, rides his bike in the house a lot. Okay, ready to go outside? His goodness, no. What? Okay. Alright, buddy, you're next. Alright, dude, come on. Let's go. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Okay, go down the steps. Careful. Come on. Okay, hold my hand. Here we go. Don't get it on his face, Kraig. You'll regret it.
Why?
Look at this girl. Hey. Hey. Oh, man.
Oh, all right.
Cider just got a bath. She doesn't look clean though, not in the snow.
Hi, Claire. You get on the ground?
Do you want to go in the house?
Oh, okay.
You want Daddy to take you in the house?
Let me take a picture of it.
Okay, here I'm making something that I've wanted to do forever. This is molasses candy. I've read the Little House on the Prairie books since I figured out how to read, and Wyatt and I have been listening to them on an audiobook read by Cherry Jones. She does a fantastic job as a narrator. Well, we were just happened to be reading the first book in the series, The Little House in the Big Woods, and they make this candy for their Christmas celebration. You slowly simmer 1 cup of molasses and half a cup of sugar until it reaches 245 degrees. This took maybe 10 minutes. I used a candy thermometer, but I'm not sure Carolyn Ingalls would have used one, so she's probably a better cook than I am. Kraig went out and got a fresh pan of snow, and you just drizzle the mixture in thin strips and ribbons, and the snow hardens it. Wyatt ate so much candy, and this is right before dinner, so that's poor planning on my part. This is Wyatt's first taste of molasses, and I'm so glad he likes it. After that fun experience, we made a spaghetti dinner. Usually when Kraig and I cook together, we turn on some fun music and sing along while we make our meal. And here we can see some fantastic dance moves made by a lot of us before we sit down to a late dinner. After dinner, we clean up, we play blocks with Wyatt, or sometimes we'll watch a movie. Then I'll typically nurse Claire and put her to bed, and then Kraig takes care of Wyatt. We'll sing him some songs, read some books, and he's got like this little Bible book that we read stories out of. And then I actually snuck in on Kraig's so I could see Wyatt being put down to bed. And after that, it's still snowing outside. and it snowed into the night. And I'm pretty sure it was snowing the next morning, but I can't remember. Typically close up the house afterwards and then finish up the last couple chores, turn all the lights off, and go to bed. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our video today. We'll see you in the next one.